All right, number 8 ranked light heavyweight of the world, Glover Teixeira. What's going on, Glover? How are you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How are you with all this craziness?
Doing the best that I can, with this craziness, like you said, just like yourself. You're stuck at home. How is Connecticut? What are the laws like right now for businesses being open?
Just restaurants and like the how you say the stuff that they need the most.
Essentials.
Essential, yeah. Uh, Gym, everything else is closed. People not allowed to go in, to hang out in the park or anything like that. So just pretty much stay home, man. Relax and hopefully this thing to start going down in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
It's-
I've been talking to a lot of fighters that have fights coming up in the next couple weeks, and they've told me, different things. Some places you can go to the gym and train, but it has to be a small group, and other places you cannot go anywhere and you have to train at home. What is your situation?
I still can go in the gym and because I have my own gym. I still can go with a small group. I go like a four guys, my coach and two more for sparring partner. Yeah, the gym
Wow.
is closed. Yeah, the gym is just open it for myself and train and conditioning. I do my at my house, so I go there like once a day. Once a day, the other train I do at my house just by myself. But for sparring, technique stuff like that, and jujitsu, I go with two other guy, my coach, and they pretty much my coach and his son. That's they his son is my coach's son is my sparring partner for the boxing. So he live with my coach. He That's what they do. They go to the gym and they go to the house. They don't do anything else. And the grocery store. That's all. That's it. And so is Kyle. So we've been trying to be very careful about this stuff.
That's
Yeah,
important.
I'm happy I'm allowed to still go on over there and train for a little bit and yeah, get to spar, yeah, for sure.
Um, resting is important for a camp, and right now you probably do a lot more resting. But is it good for you?
Yeah, because in the late years, man, it's been like a lot of resting because the training is hard. I train hard, man. I push myself and some of my, like I say, I tend to overtrain, because I am always work. My coaches, John Hackman and Fanelli. John Hackman's in California, Fanelli's over here, but John Hackman come over here. They always say the same. They always pull me back from training. They always like, oh, I gotta, no, no, don't do anything. Just don't do too crazy. Just do it. They always, like after they say I'm done, I'm like, I just want to run for a little bit. It's like, nah, 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 it's good. So I tend to overtrain. So because of that, in the old age too, right now I'm 40, So last year, it's like I've been a lot of this time, like to be honest, I don't even feel the quarantine. The only thing that I miss, of course, is the gym being open, see the kids and see the students. But like I don't teach when I'm in camp. I don't. I have all my coaches there, so. Yeah, pretty much in the camp lately. My late camp has been like this, man. Training and stay home and rest. So I don't feel the difference yet. I'm like, everybody's. I see my friends complain and say, "Yeah, man, I can't wait till you go," and this and that, and and in a way, it's like, yeah, I kind of feel weird because you guys don't see all those, you guys don't send all those pictures and barbecues anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in camp, they send pictures and barbecue. I'm like, you bastard, But like, yeah, they all been doing camp with me, so
That's great.
it's been pretty much like this for the last few camps. Just stay home and relax.
2019, 3-0, and the last fight you got in a split decision over a top 10 opponent. Fantastic year, but were you happy with that last performance? It seemed like there were some points of that fight where you kind of went away from the game plan. Is that true?
Hey man, it was a tough fight. You know what I mean? It was a tough fight. The guy, Krylov, then you realize like how tough he really is. You know, like in his last fight, look what he did with Johnny Walker. You know, he just went over there and went 3 rounds with Johnny Walker. You know, pretty much beat him in the first round, pretty bad. You know, and it was a scramble. With I saw Johnny Walker was one of the new prospect. You know, Krylov. So I am happy with everything that happens and with everything the fight goes. I was one time in dangers in a fight, I believe. That one he got my back and he kind of, and I got in his leg and I didn't pay attention, not pay attention, but I didn't believe it that he was gonna sink in that choke that quick. So he got it, and it was like a split of second that I was. It was a bad time for me over there, but like that overall was all like in a good positions and like controlling position that I was not in dangers. You know what I mean? So I am pretty happy with 2019, and I hope I repeat 2020 the same way.
Split decisions are dangerous, and like nowadays people are talking about the open judging. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I didn't even who they talk about that right now. Like, what do you mean open judge? Gonna be another judge that's gonna. Well, what do you mean? Like, okay. So if you go to split decision, it's gonna have a judge that's gonna tell who's the winner. What do you mean?
No. Between rounds, they'll tell you who won the round. Like after first round, they'll tell you the judges' scores to the coaches, to everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I think I like it, Yeah. I think I like it because at least Wow. I didn't yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes, I think it helps because really like think about it. Like if you think like you win in that fight and you have more gas in the tank and you don't push it, you know what I mean? And you kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna. So you lose in that fight and you're like, hey man, I gotta go after it. I gotta go and I gotta go get this fight. I gotta go get this win. So yeah, I like that idea.
Especially in a 5-round fight, right? When you're maybe losing going into the 4th round.
Yeah, it's almost like yeah, and then no at the same time. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when the announce comes, you already know who's the winner. You don't get there like what I mean? Like
yeah.
The winner, Glover Teixeira. Then like man. But like you already know, so you know what I mean. It's like did the public gonna know like who won this fight? You already know. So is there gonna be a point like you know what I mean? Like sometimes like 2 guys walk around like yeah. That's kind of like a put like the crowd and they put the emotion a little bit, because I don't know. You know what I mean? When you see 2 guys walk around like, they think they win, or whatever. If that happens, that's not gonna happen anymore because, you already know you won the fight, right?
Yeah. They're talking about other sports. Other sports like basketball, football, soccer. You already know the score.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I mean, you want to knock one out too, So yeah, that's cool, man. That's kind of weird, but different. But like, I like it. I enjoyed that. How you? I didn't hear that. Like, they talking about it like soon.
Well, they did it for Invicta, like a couple months ago. They did it for one Invicta show. They've been doing it in Japan for the last couple of years for Pancrase.
Wow.
So they're trying to fix the judging. Sometimes there's some crazy judging, like the Dominic Reyes fight versus John Jones. Who did you think won that fight?
I thought John Jones won.
Hmm.
I thought John Jones won because of the he's a champion and the pressure that he put. But I can see like Dominic. I don't know. It's just like you know, you always, not that I'm against John Jones, but in a way, you kind of always, you always, as a fan, you know what I mean, not as a fighter, you always um, ruin uh, for the challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you
the
kind of like,
underdog.
hey man, so you kind, I want to more from Dominic Reyes, you know.
Hmm.
So in a way, I was like, oh, come on, man, you know, this way you're gonna lose, kind of like that. So I saw the John Jones when the fight was finished. I knew John Jones won. You know, I say, you know, John Jones, but maybe because I was like too much. But yeah, I was right. Apparently, you know, but like because you ruin for the guys, you're expecting so much from the challenge. You know, you want him to do a little more. You know what I mean? Because that's what the challenge should be doing, is a little more, because they have to take the belt away from the champion. And John Jones was pressured more. You know what I mean? Like in the last rounds, he won. So yeah, I think he got the fight.
So that last round where Reyes, he pretty much thought he won the fight, so he was running backwards, playing like defense because he thought he won the whole fight. But if you had open judging, Reyes would know that it's
Yeah,
tied
yeah.
up.
That could change. Yeah, that definitely change the dimension of the fight. No, no doubt. I for sure it's going to be more exciting fights. I think it's going to be good for the event, for the fight, for the fans. You know, because the fans know too. You know, and do the fans know? Yeah, do the fans
Yeah,
know?
yeah. The fans will
Because
know.
they'll tell. Yeah, yeah. The commentator tell, right?
Yeah.
Good, good. I
It's
like
gonna be
that.
interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Now, John Jones, he's been in the news a lot lately with his arrest, and when you see that happen again and again with John Jones, like what's going through your mind? Because athletes, fighters, they're role models too. Like yourself. You have a gym and you have a lot of people that look up to you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we know, man. We all humans, you know. Like John Jones, like a young champion. Yeah, driving with the tequila bottle, man. I mean, come on. You already got DUI. Like I say, is a dumb decision that he did. You know, I'm not calling him a dumb guy. I'm saying it's a dumb decision because every time he do that, it's like he get himself in trouble. And to be honest, like. He probably do that often, you know. So sometimes you don't get caught, and like once in a while he get caught. You know what I mean? Like, and lately it's been bad, but it's been bad for him. Should stop, man. Hey, it's time to when you're gonna learn a lesson. You know what I mean? But like, I'm you know, I want the best for the guy outside of the cage and in the ring. Of course, I want to take his belt away. You know what I mean? But I don't care what they do it outside of the cage. I'm not worried about it. I don't want to judge. I don't. It doesn't really bother me, or in any way or the other. I have my own things to take care and to worry about. Yeah, and as a, I just hope all the best for the guys. And I feel sad to see situations like that happen. I truthfully feel sad.
Yeah, it is a terrible situation because we've seen it from the beginning. We've seen it from him when he started out as a young champion to now he's I think like 30 years old, and he's just continuing to get in trouble over that time. A lot of people are saying like they should punish him. The UFC should punish him. Do you think the UFC should punish him though for something that happened outside the cage?
I don't know. I mean, probably they're gonna. I don't know what the commission gonna do, what the UFC gonna do. I have no opinion, man. I rather don't John Jones stay. because he's gonna fight um what's J- what's the kid that
Jan
just knocked out the
Blachowicz?
Korean. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think that's the fight they wanted to do it. And yeah, John Blachowicz, and I think Maheta should fight I'm forgetting everybody's name right now.
Reyes?
Reyes, you know what I mean? And I'm fighting. So we're gonna be in the top over there. Like if John Jones stay out for it, I don't know. I never realized like did the commission do something with UFC? I don't really. I never really think about this. I didn't think the UFC was gonna punch him at all. Like unless like he not allowed to leave because the probation that he have. You know what I mean? Unless he have a probation that he have to stay in the state and he can't leave or something like that. So the UFC is not gonna do anything. It's gonna
Yeah.
still fight.
Well, he could go to jail. He could go to rehab. You know what I mean? Because he has a problem with drinking. Santos, he said, "Hey, I'll fight Reyes for the interim title." Do you think that's a good idea? Him and Reyes fight for interim title?
Santos and Ray. I mean, I think John Blachowicz have the title. He should fight Reyes.
Oh, okay.
For the interim title.
All right. All right. Well, you're in the mix right now. You know what I mean? You're gonna face Anthony Smith next. And a huge fight for you, main event. Anthony Smith, he's coming off a good win against Alexander Gustafsson. What did you think about that performance?
Um, I think it was a good performance. I think it was a very good performance that he did. He fought smart. He fought like a very good fight. Anthony Smith is a tough kid. Anthony Smith is a tough guy. Strong. He hits hard. He have some opens though. He have some opens, and I've been working on it. And I have my strategy for him, and just gonna go there and do my job, use my experience, use my timing, take my time, and I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna come out with a W.
Yeah, Smith, he's a dangerous guy. You know what I mean? Did you think like you're gonna face Smith out of all the guys in the top five?
I wanted to fight Smith for a while, like
Mm-hmm.
I like Smith, man, but like as a competitor, I'm not like the guy that I have to hate the guy to. As a competitor, I like the style, and I like to compete against that style. You know what I mean? So that's when I see him knock out Shogun in there, and I wanted to fight him right there. We drink a beer together right there, and I told him, I say, hey, let's fight in Brazil. Let's do it in Brazil. And he's like, Glover, let's drink this beer, and I'll decide the next couple months, couple weeks. So end up we didn't fight. I was gonna fight. That was gonna fight the guy from England there, like oh man, Manua, Jimmy Manua.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I asked to fight Smith, but in Brazil, and then they put me to fight Jimmy Manua, but the fight got canceled for some. I got hurt my shoulder. I hurt my shoulder, and the fight got canceled.
Do you have any concerns flying to the venue to fight, or are you gonna drive? What is your decision you're gonna have to make when it's time?
Yeah, I don't know. Drive. I never thought about that. It's kind of fun, right? It's only like I think it's like how long? 24 hours, 20 hours. I think yeah, it's like driving to Florida. I did it before. I can ask my coach to drive, and I just lay down in a van. We have a van right now, so I can just lay down in a van and sleep. I don't know, man. If I have to flight, probably like with a lot, a good mask and be very careful. I don't know. Hope for the best. I'm not too concerned about it.
So, are you fighting in Lincoln or not?
Don't know.
No,
Don't
you don't
know.
know.
I really don't know, man. I know much as you right now. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I know that the fight is scheduled for that, and I know that it's a lot of people. Not a lot of people, but I know from few people that they can't be in the card because they are out of country. The Brazilians. You know, the other country. So I know that the car is gonna have to change and have no change yet. You know, it's only 3 weeks away. You didn't see any change, right?
Yeah.
Like it's only 3 weeks away, and I don't know, man. I'm training. I'm doing my best. I'm training like I'm going to fight on April 25th. My weight is good, you know. I drop Trifecta has been sending me the meals, and it's been amazing. My weight has been like I've been like better than I ever was. You know, like weight I have to eat now because I've been too light, to be honest. You know what I mean? Um, so, but it's there, man. It's every night you go like you watch the TV and you hope to get there over the hill, to start going down, so you can see like Donald Trump say today I wanted to start see the light at the end of the tunnel for me, for myself, for my fight too. But whatever decision they make, I'll be happy with it because man, I know that they more aware of the situation that I am. Dana White, he have a Donald Trump personal phone. He probably call him, and he have a lot of people. You know what I mean? That knows all about this situation. That it's gonna be dangerous for people. It's gonna put people at risk. It's not, because I don't want to put anybody in risk. For my job or anything. So if you have to delay to anything, I'm totally cool with it. But I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. I'm the 3 weeks away. I'm in camp. I'm cutting weight. I'm like, I want to get in there, man. I want to get in there. I want to throw some hands. I want to get it there. I want to get this fight. You know what I mean? When you get that fight, you get him. In the last 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks, you already zone out. You know what I mean?
You had a title run, earlier in your UFC career. Now this is your second title run. What do you think is the main key? That's the main difference for you right now.
Oh, not second, because I fought Gustafsson for the elimination for the title, but lost that fight, but and then right now I need to do what I've been doing right now, man. I'm feeling great. What I've been doing the last couple fights. The UFC PI has been doing a great help with me. I've been following more, and like I say, I tend to overtrain, and I believe that couple of my fights, I was overtrained, trained it, and it's weird the way I train, how hard I train, how hard I push and get tired. And some of the fights is not, it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? So, but because and everybody say, I went to the UFC PI in Las Vegas, and they say the same thing. My coaches say that I train too much, and they say, with my age and everything, so I have to bring it down. And now I've been very smart about it. I've been focus more off camp on my diet, focus more, and like I say, my weight another day was like 217 pounds. It never been that light. When I fought Phil Davis, I arrived in Brazil with 235 pounds.
Wow.
When I arrived in Brazil, the plane kind of retained the water a little bit. I left home with 231 pounds, and when I arrived in Brazil, I was 235 pounds. And you imagine, and right now I'm this is after training, but I waking up 221, 220. That's crazy,
Yeah, definitely. So you go in there against Anthony Smith, you finish him. Is it clear that you're the next man for the title?
Yeah, man. That's what I want that fight to John Blovich. I can't say his last name.
Blachowicz.
Blachowicz.
Yeah.
John Blachowicz to fight Reyes, and I believe me and Anthony Smith is the fight, for the title. That fight for the next on the line. I believe so. Anthony Smith, number three. Uh, thinking about it, he beating me. He just lost to John Jones, and everybody wants to have a rematch with John Jones. So he just lost John Jones. He wants a rematch too. So he beating me. He have a one more credit than those guys. He have a more credit than Dominic Reyes and Thiago. You know what I mean? And I'm beating him. Think about it. I've been in the top 10 for forever. I won my last three fight last year, and I've been in like number three in the world right now. Just lost to John Jones, and beat Gustafsson. Uh, yeah, I think either one. They winning this fight to deserve the title shot.
All right. Well, April 25th, the fight should happen. Hopefully, it does happen. If not, later on in the year. Glover, thank you so much for the time. Anywhere you fight, everybody's gonna be watching you. You know what I mean? You put on some exciting fights, and I think that this matchup is probably one of the biggest, most exciting matchups at the top of the division. And of course, the winner's gonna get a title shot. I feel the same way. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.